I discovered the power of vision by accident. Now, any successful person uses visioning in their life as a tool, whether they realize it or not. You can be an athlete, you can be a prime minister, you can be someone in business, religion, whatever leadership position you're in, you succeed by having a very crystal clear vision, or what I call a painted picture of where you're going. Now, I discovered this by accident. I hit $1 million in revenue with my business, which I felt excited about, but I also felt like, man, that took 8 years to get there. You know, now we do $1 million a day or more, but it took 8 years to get there. And I joined, once I hit $1 million, I joined the entrepreneur organization. It used to be called YEO, the Young Entrepreneur Organization. Then we all started getting older, so they rebranded. So I joined EO, and that became my way of learning. Instead of school, I'd learn from other mentors who had great businesses. But something happened. I started comparing myself to others in the EO organization. And I'm like, man, this guy has a bigger tech company. This woman's got this most awesome business. She's franchised. And I'm looking at these businesses and I'm feeling like my itty bitty junk removal company isn't very glamorous. And so I started to go down a bit of a doom loop. And EO teaches you, when you want to be creative, go to a creative place to solve a problem. So I went to Bowen Island, which I know some of your team knows. My parents used to have this little shack on the water, and I went over there and I sat down on, it was almost like this is the dock. I sat down on the edge of the dock and I'm like, man, $1 million in revenue, 8 years, don't have the education, I don't really have the money, I don't even know if this is something that could be built. But what if? What if I could only imagine pure possibility, a vision? What could it look, feel, and act like? So I took out a sheet of paper, literally this September 17th, 98 or whatever it was, 97, sitting on that dock, and I started to write what it could look like. And I said, there's gonna be no boundaries, just whatever I can imagine and dream, audacity, I'm gonna write it down. And it went something like this: we will be in the top 30 metros in North America by the end of 2003, which was 5 years out. We would be the FedEx of junk removal, clean, shiny trucks, friendly uniformed drivers. We'd be on the Oprah Winfrey Show. I mean, just absolute nonsense. But somehow I wrote this out, just what came straight from my heart, straight from my head. And then I read, and I'm getting chills right now. It happens every time I tell this story, because I read my one-page double-sided painted picture, and I'm like, I can actually see that. I can truly see every single one of these things happening. And I think that big, hairy, audacious goals start by just opening your mind up to possibility. I immediately went from a doom loop, oh my gosh, I'm not sure I like my life and where I'm at, to I'm on a mission here.